What do you like? Whole lot of makeup right before we get it started. What do you like? Me on your screen, you've blended out your foundations. What do you like? Somebody that'll make you contour and highlight. Hello, if you've never seen me before, hi, my name is Youkeyy, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I guess you can call this a you tried it, hashtag you tried it, Youkeyy tried it, drop the key, you get the you, tried it. All right. Cool. So guys, today I'm going to be trying out the new Fenty Hydrating foundation. We have been waiting for this for so many years and I'm so excited to try this out. So little quick spiel, as you guys know I usually already do. By the way, before we continue, can I just say, in the words of the world famous philosopher Debrat, due to the content, I suggest you like this. What do you like? Whole lot of makeup right before we get it started. What do you like? Me on your screen, you listening and watching. What do you like? Somebody that'll make you blend out your eyeshadow all day long. All day long. Tell me. If you know what song I'm referring to, you are an OG. You're already my friend, but right, like you're closer now to me as a friend. Fenty actually sent me my PR package yesterday, so it's funny because I was literally out my door going to Sephora to go pick up this foundation, and I'm like, oh, I've got a package. Lo and behold, it's okay. All right. As I was heading out the door, I realized, oh my gosh, Fenty actually sent me this package. So thank you, Fenty. Like, y'all, be here. So I'm just gonna show you guys what the PR package looks like. They sent this nice little pamphlet that has, you know, all the information of what's included in the package. So it includes their precision makeup sponge. I've actually, you guys know how I kind of feel about this one. I'm not too keen on this sponge, but you know, she cool, she cute. They also sent the 115 Kabuki Buff foundation brush. Oh, I might actually like this. Look at this. This is what it looks like. I thought it was like their previous foundation brushes, but it's not. It's got more of that, basically that kabuki feel to it. Do I have? Aha, see, this is the 110 foundation. This is the 115. So the 115, I actually might use it because I don't know. With Fenty foundation brushes, I don't tend to really reach for them like that. At least I know I can use that. And then, excitingly, we've got the Soft Silk Pro Filter Hydrating Primer. Super excited to try this out. You guys know I'm dry everywhere on my face except for my T-zone, which is oily. We've also got the Pro Filter Hydrating Long Wear Foundation, baby. The girls are ready. You look at it, you think it's a squeeze tube, but it's actually not. It's a pump. So yeah, it threw me off a little bit, but I kind of like it. It's weird, I don't know. But the foundation retails for $35. It is already out. Launch date was August 15th. And the Pro Filter Hydrating Primer retails for $32. Now, I think I'm gonna mix it up a little bit today. I've got my skincare on, got my SPF on or whatever. I think I'm going to actually apply the hydrating primer everywhere but my T-zone. And for comparison's sake, I actually have the True Matte Pro Filter, gosh, I can't read this. True Matte Pro Filter Mattifying Primer. I've got that one. It's actually white in the tube. And as you can see, the hydrating one is a little bit of a soft baby pink tint. Wow. Tint. Obviously, there's a difference. So I'm going to actually apply the mattifying primer on my T-zone, the hydrating primer everywhere else. I'm getting a little bit too hype right now. I'm supposed to be getting ready to go out. So, you know, this is what happens when you don't get out much. When it's time to go out, you overdo. Alrighty, let me zoom you guys in actually. Closer to my face. You're getting closer and closer. Right up my nostril. Yo, fam. It's a matin, bruv. Let's apply the Soft Silk Hydrating Primer. You can see the consistency is not like super runny or whatever. It actually has a lotiony, like a light lotion consistency. I had to remember, like, where do I get oil again? Oh, this smells good. It smells like the previous foundation. The mattifying primer also smells like the original foundation as well. It does have a tiny bit of tackiness to it, but it's not It's not too much, you know, it's just the right amount, you know. If not for the fact that I was going out, this would go all over my face, but just in case things don't go as planned, I just don't want to risk it. So here is the mattifying primer. You guys probably can't tell the difference, but with the hydrating one, it still had that soft baby pink color. What am I trying to say? Look, color to it. And with this one, it's just straight up white. This is gonna go everywhere I get oily. And I probably should be using a brush with this because using your fingers does activate your oil glands. Okay. The mattifying primer is mattifying me. I forgot to tell you guys, this has 1.08 fluid ounces or 32 milliliters of product in it. A little tiny bit more, like 2 mLs more than the original foundation. I keep saying original, but they're Pro Filters Soft Matte. What was it called? Pro Matte Soft Filter. The other foundation than this. Gosh, I'm just Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. Okay, so we've got one, so let's say 2.5 pumps, I guess. Here is the consistency. Much more runny than I thought it would be. It's actually about to drip off my hand. So I'm actually going to spot apply. Crap, I wanted to color correct. I'm just gonna have to put extra around my mouth. So this is the shade 420. I can also use 410, but I'm noticing it's like a little tiny bit too light right now. Maybe in a few months it will be a perfect match again, like it was previously. This seems to have the same scent as the Pro Matte foundation does. Oh, I should have color corrected. Youkeyy. Yes, my edges are not gelled down. That is okay. It's not the end of the world. I'm still a good person in my heart. You know, it's always the people who say that they're so nice and so good and so this and so that are like questionable. And they truly believe it with all their heart, like with their entire left ventricle. They really believe that. And they're so confident about it too. Like there's no, okay, I'm not saying that it's bad to be confident about how good of a person you are, but when you feel the need to state it to people, it's a little tiny bit questionable. I will tell you right now, this is my favorite foundation brush from Fenty so far. Not my favorite foundation brush, period, but my favorite Fenty foundation brush. I need more foundation because you guys know I am a full coverage snob. So, I'm not saying snob, that's mean. Not a snob, I'm a full coverage sweetheart. Yeah, full coverage sweetheart. We're only speaking positivity about ourselves this year, okay? I'm gonna apply more around my mouth because I need that coverage. It's mainly just to the middle of my face, really. I mean, I can always get away with having less foundation to the perimeter of the face, so.
That's awesome. So you're actually able to feel?
Mm-hmm.
Praise the Lord, though. That's what's up. Girl, this is the fastest I've ever done my makeup. Hell.
Really? She has no idea that I'm not even close to done with my makeup, so. And she's gonna be here soon. We're gonna go out, you know, little girls' day, girls' evening, or whatever. This is looking gorgeous, you guys. It's looking very skin-like. Their matte foundation looked skin-like for a matte foundation. This, God, English, hello. This also looks skin-like, but it doesn't look oily. You know how some hydrating foundations, you just look like you're oil slick, ready to fry up some catfish? Tilapia is what people usually fry. Fried catfish is not that good. Okay, but that's besides the point. You guys are about to start going off in the comments, huh? Catfish versus tilapia. Anyways, hydrating, obviously, it doesn't feel heavy on my face. I don't feel as if, does this have hyaluronic acid in it? I'm going through the ingredient list to see if it has hyaluronic acid in it. For whatever reason, I feel like no, but it has sodium hyaluronate. I wonder if that's similar to hyaluronic acid. I'll look it up and I'll tell you guys on the screen. Real quick, I'm gonna clean up my brows and then prime my eyes, do a little bit of eyeshadow, nothing too big. Again, I am gonna be seen out in public. So I actually don't like to wear super duper colorful eyeshadow looks out in public. I'm so low on this color. This is the C13 shade for the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. I want a concealer that dries down a bit more. This thing is crying for help. I can hear your voice crying out for me. I turn everything into a freaking song. Definitely should have color corrected. It feels like some of my natural colors are peeking through, especially around the mouth. So, I mean, once I actually set the foundation, that won't really be an issue though. Jackie Aina and Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. Let's go ahead and use edges. Using the Beauty Bakery flower powder to set around the perimeter of the shadow so we have a nice blend. And I don't have any skipping. It has really helped. So I'm just gonna play it safe and use credit. Edges up a little bit. All those palettes, they were practice. They were practice. Yeah, for me. Girl, you look good once you blend the eye. Okay, but nah, I can't remix that. That's a difficult remix. Get your double cut crease on once you blend that eyeshadow. Once you blend that shadow. Oh, Nope. Let's play with Big Wig. Why don't we? Take a little bit of credit and go over right on top of Big Wig, or right on the perimeter, I want to say. Very different for me. I'm going to use Sponsored. I'm going to be using my Fenty Beauty concealer in the shade 410. Doing something different. Hey guys. Laura Mercier translucent powder, MAC mineralized skin finish. Oh gosh, why is this coming off? Do y'all see that? I should have color corrected. I should have color corrected. Dang it. Let's highlight the inner corner. I think I want to take Dwellers. So I'm basically using a lot of the eyeshadows that I didn't use previously. I should have used Shookington. Dang it. From my review video, you know that I really highly suggested if you're using a brush, spray the brush after going in with the eyeshadow so that you get more pigmentation and adherence. So it adheres better to the eye. I don't know. So especially with these, I think it's better to actually stamp the shimmers. It's better to stamp than it is to swipe. If you swipe, you're gonna get fallout. I was gonna say fallback. I'm pretty sure you can already guess which bronzer I'll be using. Prime Beauty Brownsville. I've been saying it wrong the whole time. This under eye is really pissing me off. I hate when that happens. To make life all better, I'm gonna use my Mented Cosmetics blush in Clay Too Much. I kind of just want to put concealer over it, but I know it's gonna look crazy if I do. Does anybody come up with a way to fix that, please? Like, let me know. I'm gonna try something real quick. The lashes I'll be using are these beauty supply store lashes, so yeah, your local beauty supply store might have them or they might not. I don't know. Kind of helped. I don't know. The powder that I used is the OPV Beauty Loose Setting Powder in the shade Medium. When I used this for all over my under eye the other day, I personally didn't really like it, but it seems like it might work for these kind of purposes, you know? Look at me being a problem solver, guys. I'm a problem solver. I solve problems. I'm gonna use my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Shoot, I didn't put eyeliner on. This is the Beauty Bakery Lollipop Liner. I'm gonna use Penny For You Thoughts. Oh, I forgot this had specks of glitter in it. I'm gonna layer it with Afternoon Snack, also from Fenty. When I tell you having two different eye shapes is such a struggle. I'm gonna use the ColourPop and Shayla Slow Down Lipstick and Morphe's Trendsetter Lip Pencil. I'm gonna use my Fenty gloss over it because I really liked what it did with that other lip combo the other day, or in my last video, basically. Guys, here is the finished look. What time is it? It is currently 6:03, but I believe once I set this foundation, it was around 5:45, 5:50. So I will see you guys in hopefully about 8 hours or so. And yeah, we are good. All right, see you guys soon. All right, guys, I am back. The time is now currently 2:20 a.m. So over 8 hours have elapsed, and you know, I'm looking a little bit glowy, just a little. You know what? Let me actually be very honest with myself. It is not as bad as the wear test I did for the Pat McGrath foundation. I feel like that one I was super duper greasy. And with this, I am oily in my T-zone, just, you know, those areas that I mentioned that I get oily in, but it's not too bad. It's not like, oh, I, you know, just dipped my entire face into an oil production factory. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Anyway, obviously I'm exhausted. You ever get that feeling where, like, you know, you're out and about, you're doing your thing, you're hanging out, you're talking, you're socializing, and then it's time to go home and all of a sudden you realize just how tired you are? That's how I feel. This foundation held up pretty well. I don't actually have a whole ton of like separating or anything like that. I don't really see much coverage loss. During my wear test, I was out for most of that time, so it's very humid, and I was really sweaty at one point, to the point where like I had sweat beads all over my face. But as you guys know, actually I don't think you do know, I don't touch my face whenever I get sweaty. I don't do that anymore because I had a horrible experience at my friend's wedding. Actually, this has happened other times as well, where I was all sweaty and I'm like trying to be cute, get a napkin and, you know, pat away the sweat, and then come to realize as you're patting it away, you're removing your makeup. So I looked like I had a huge mustache. It was just so embarrassing, and long story. But anyway, if you're all sweaty, give yourself some time, cool off, and trust me, your face will still look beat. At least that's my experience. That might not be everyone's experience, but that's my experience. Wow, I really can't talk. The foundation held up nicely, especially for the amount of sweating and heat and humidity I experienced. I have a little bit of separation in my smile lines, but it's super duper fine. You really cannot tell. I mean, obviously it's not a mattifying foundation. I don't expect for my face to look matte still after so many hours of wear. However, this is marketed as a long wear foundation, and I do think that it lives up to that. As far as coverage goes, I wouldn't call it a full coverage foundation. I will say it is medium. Yes, it is very buildable. Perfect match, actually. So I was actually going to state that, because that was something that I was a little bit afraid of. I was like, sometimes with certain lines, they come out with the foundation, you're one color in that foundation, they come out with a different foundation line, and you think you're that same shade, but come to find out there's a little bit of a difference. With this one, I didn't see much of a difference. 420 in the soft matte pro filter foundation seems to coincide with the 420 in their hydrating foundation. I will say that the decision I made to apply the mattifying primer on my oily areas was a good move, because I really don't think they would have held up as well had I applied the hydrating primer. That's just my thought process. I might have to experiment with that some more. Maybe I could have tested this out by doing one side with a primer, one side without, but too late now. So I will say that I do like this foundation. It gets a thumbs up from me. It held up very well, especially for a hydrating foundation. It held up very nicely, and I don't look super duper oil slick. Fenty Beauty, thank you so much for blessing us with another beautiful foundation. If you are not subscribed, please go ahead and do so. You can also follow me on social media. I'm at you can also follow me on Instagram. I'm what's my username again? Oh my gosh, I'm so tired, I can't even think. Youkeyy, yes, Youkeyy. It's right up there. Yeah, Youkeyy, YOUKEYY_. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me once again, and I hope to see you in the next video. Lord willing, stay blessed. Bye.